A customer insisted I rush his custom order, demanding, "I don't care about other people's orders, mine should come first." When I refused, he threatened to cancel and post bad reviews, saying, "I'll ruin you online if you don't obey me." I calmly replied, "Your order is canceled, and I'll be sharing your threats with our entire network of local businesses." I run a small custom woodworking shop in Asheville, North Carolina. We specialize in handcrafted furniture, tables, chairs, cabinets, you name it. It's a labor of love, and our reputation means everything. One day, I received an order from a customer named Rick. He wanted a custom dining table made from reclaimed wood. We discussed the design, dimensions, and finish. I provided a quote and an estimated completion time of 6 weeks. Rick agreed and paid the deposit. 2 weeks into the project, Rick started emailing me daily. He wanted updates, photos, and assurances that his table was the top priority. I explained that we had other orders in the queue and that we were on schedule. Rick wasn't satisfied. He demanded that we expedite his order, stating, "I don't care about other people's orders, mine should come first." I reiterated our schedule and the importance of fairness to all customers. Rick's emails became more aggressive. He threatened to cancel the order and post negative reviews online, saying, "I'll ruin you online if you don't obey me." He claimed he had a large social media following and could destroy our reputation. I remained calm and professional, reminding him of our agreed timeline and the importance of mutual respect. But Rick wasn't interested in professionalism. After consulting with my team and reviewing Rick's messages, I decided enough was enough. I emailed him, "Dear Rick, due to your repeated threats and disrespectful behavior, we are canceling your order effective immediately. Your deposit will be refunded in full. We will also be sharing your conduct with our network of local businesses to ensure they are aware of your approach to customer relations. Sincerely, your name." I processed the refund and informed my network of local artisans and business owners about Rick's behavior. Rick responded with a flurry of angry emails, accusing me of unprofessionalism and threatening legal action. I saved all correspondence and, upon advice from my attorney, ceased further communication. In the weeks that followed, I received messages from fellow business owners thanking me for the heads-up. Some had previous encounters with Rick, others were grateful to avoid potential issues. Rick did post negative reviews, but our loyal customers came to our defense, highlighting their positive experiences and discrediting his claims. This experience reinforced the importance of standing up for oneself and maintaining integrity. No customer, regardless of their perceived influence, has the right to threaten or bully. By sharing Rick's behavior with our community, we protected not only our business, but also others from similar experiences. In the end, respect and professionalism prevailed. About a week after I canceled Rick's order, things took a sharp turn. I thought the worst had passed. Refund processed. Business back to normal. I was wrong. It started with a voicemail. I got into the shop early one morning, coffee in one hand, ready to sketch out a new design. The red light on the office phone was blinking. I hit play. "Hey, this is just the beginning," the voice said. It was Rick. "You think you can cancel me? You'll regret it." I froze. I played it again, then again. It was him. Same smug tone, but now it had an edge to it. It wasn't just about the table anymore. I called my lawyer, explained what happened. He told me to document everything, save the voicemail, and, if things got worse, to call the police. I took his advice seriously. I downloaded the voicemail, made backups, and emailed it to myself and my lawyer. The next day, someone posted a 1-star review with a fake name and said we used cheap wood, lied about delivery times, and that I screamed at customers. None of it was true. I flagged it for removal, but then more showed up. 5 new reviews. All within 2 hours. Same writing style. Same kind of lies. Different fake names. I knew it was Rick. I checked his social media. He'd posted about us. Said we disrespected a veteran and scammed hardworking people. I didn't even know he was a veteran. He never mentioned it during the order process. Then, he tagged a local Facebook group called Asheville Local Deals and Reviews, which has over 20,000 members. He posted screenshots of our emails, edited, of course, cutting out his threats and making it look like I was rude for no reason. The comments were a mix. Some people believed him. Others defended me. A few people messaged me directly asking what really happened. I stayed calm and professional. Sent them screenshots of the full conversation. Some apologized. Others went silent. I was stressed. My hands were shaking even when I was sanding wood. My work slowed down. My employees noticed. One of them, Matt, asked if I wanted him to start replying to the negative reviews. I told him no, we needed to stay above it. But the damage kept spreading. 3 clients who had orders in progress called me to check in. They'd seen the posts. They wanted to make sure their pieces were still on schedule. I told them yes, absolutely. But I knew the seed of doubt had been planted. A week later, I got a surprise inspection from the city's health and safety department. We're a wood shop, not a food business. But someone had filed a complaint that we were dumping chemicals improperly. The inspector found nothing wrong, of course, and apologized for the inconvenience. But I knew who was behind it. Rick was trying to destroy my business. That night, I sat at my workbench long after the shop closed. The place was quiet except for the ticking of the old clock on the wall. I stared at a piece of walnut I'd been carving earlier. My tools lay around it, untouched for hours. Then I got an idea. Not revenge. Not a fight. Something more methodical. If Rick wanted to play dirty, fine. I would be smarter. I pulled out my old client files. A name like Rick wasn't hard to track down, especially when I had his full name, email, and shipping address from the order form. I found his full name, Richard Langford. I found his LinkedIn. Owner of a small marketing agency, based in Charlotte. Married. 2 kids. Plenty of public posts. Bragging about his commitment to integrity and client-first philosophy. I made a list. Everyone he did business with, anyone who commented on his posts with things like "great working with you" or "amazing results." I didn't message them. Not yet. I kept digging. And then I found something. His agency's website had a testimonial page. Glowing reviews. All first names only. No last names. No links. I copied some of the sentences into Google. Nothing came up. They were made up. He was faking client reviews. I saved screenshots. All of it. But I didn't send anything yet. I wanted to make sure whatever came next hit where it counted and couldn't be traced back to me. And that's where things really started to unfold in ways I didn't expect. I didn't send the screenshots right away. I waited. I wanted to see how far Rick was willing to go. I was watching. Quiet. Calculated. Then something strange happened. A week passed with no new reviews, no phone calls, no surprise visits. The Facebook posts faded into the background. Maybe he gave up, I thought. Maybe he found someone else to pick on. Then, I got a message on my business Instagram account. It was from a woman named Holly. The message was simple. "You don't know me, but I think we need to talk. It's about Rick." I replied, "What about him?" She asked if we could talk on the phone. Against my better judgment, I gave her my shop number. She called the next morning. Holly was calm, but her voice was tight, like someone holding back a lot. She said she used to date Rick. Years ago. And she'd seen his post about me. At first, she didn't think much of it. But when she saw how he edited the emails and twisted the story, something clicked. "I've seen him do this before," she said. He ruined a local photographer's business in Charlotte. Got them buried in fake reviews. They ended up moving to another state. I sat down at my desk. He picks small businesses. People who rely on reviews. He pushes them until they either break or beg. I asked her how she knew so much. She said she used to help him. Back when they were dating, She thought he was just helping fix bad service. Then she realized he enjoyed it, that it was a game to him. She told me Rick still runs burner accounts, fake profiles. She even gave me the usernames. I checked. Sure enough, those were the accounts leaving one-star reviews on my page. Same ones that attacked another Asheville artist a few months back for rudeness and overcharging. Holly gave me screenshots of old texts from Rick. One said, "Gotta keep them scared. They do what you want when they're scared." Another, "Bad Yelp ratings can kill someone's income faster than taxes." I asked her why she was telling me all this. "Because you didn't fold," she said. "Most people do." I thanked her. We hung up. And that's when the gears really started turning. I wasn't just going to warn other local businesses this time. I was going to make sure this guy couldn't play the same game again. I reached out to the other Asheville artist Rick targeted months earlier. Her name was Jess. She's a painter. Turns out she still had screenshots of his threats. She said he offered to remove the bad reviews if she refunded him and gave him a free painting. I asked if she'd be willing to talk to a reporter. She paused, then said yes. So I made a call. Asheville has a pretty active local paper. They love a good story, especially if it involves small business drama and digital abuse. I contacted a freelance reporter I'd worked with years back when they did a piece on local artisans. I laid it all out. I sent the screenshots, the fake reviews, the audio voicemail, Holly's texts, Jess's emails, the inspection report, even the LinkedIn testimonial fakes. The reporter was stunned. "This isn't just one guy being a jerk," she said. "This is targeted harassment." She started working on the story. While she did, something even weirder happened. Rick showed up at my shop. I was in the back when I heard the bell ring. I walked out to the front and there he was, wearing a smug smile like he owned the place. I stood still, didn't say a word. "Thought I'd come by and talk face to face," he said. Man to man. I didn't move, just stared. He looked around. "Nice little place you got. Shame if people start thinking it's not worth trusting." I finally spoke. "You need to leave. Right now." He took a slow step forward. "You gonna call the cops? Over a visit?" I didn't answer. Then he leaned on the counter, eyes locked on mine. "You crossed the wrong guy. You don't know what I can do." I didn't blink. "Actually," I said, "I know exactly what you can do." He tilted his head, confused for a second. I hit play on my phone. Holly's recording. The one where he admitted to using reviews to manipulate people. Rick's face dropped. Just for a moment. But I saw it. I didn't say another word. I pointed to the door. He left. Not even 24 hours later, he deleted every post about my business. The burner reviews started vanishing too. But it was too late. Because the story was already in the works. And other people were starting to come forward. 2 days later, the reporter called. She sounded serious, almost breathless. "We've got 3 more people," she said. One was a baker in Charlotte. Another owns a small tattoo studio in Raleigh. One more runs a flower shop near Boone. All of them said the same thing. Fake reviews. Threats. Emotional games. All Rick. The article dropped the next morning. The headline hit hard. "The man behind the stars. How one customer weaponized online reviews to control small businesses." It spread fast. Local Facebook groups lit up. People tagged each other, saying things like, "This is the guy I warned you about, and I knew those reviews were fake." It made the rounds in the Asheville subreddit. Some of Rick's old clients came forward in the comments, saying they'd had weird experiences too. His name was out. His agency got flooded with 1-star reviews from real people now. Screenshots from the article. Quotes from the messages he sent to me and others. There was no denying it anymore. Even his LinkedIn disappeared. Fast. And I thought that would be it. That he'd just fade out. But that wasn't the end. 3 days after the article came out, I got a certified letter. Rick had filed a lawsuit. Libel, defamation, lost income, emotional distress. He was suing me, the artist Jess, and the reporter. I laughed when I read it. Not because it was funny. Because I was just so tired. I called my lawyer. He was already prepping. He's desperate, he said. This is going to backfire. We went to court. It dragged on for months. Rick had this smug little smirk the first few days. Brought printed out screenshots he said proved he was just defending his reputation. Then our side started showing evidence. The voicemail. The screenshots from Holly. The inspector's report about the fake complaint. Testimonies from small business owners across the state. And then something none of us expected happened. Rick's own business partner showed up. His former business partner, I should say. He testified that Rick did create fake reviews for their own clients. That he used reputation management to blackmail small shops into giving discounts or free services. He'd even documented it in an old email exchange when he tried to get out of the partnership quietly. The courtroom was dead silent when he read that email out loud. I told Rick it was wrong, the guy said. He told me to shut up or he'd ruin me too. The judge didn't look impressed. Rick's lawsuit got thrown out. He was hit with court costs, plus an injunction for harassment. He tried to appeal, but no one was listening anymore. His agency? Gone. Closed within weeks. Website wiped. Socials locked down. Clients failed. Then I got the call that sealed it all. It was Holly again. You should know, she said, his wife filed for divorce. She found everything. Emails. Voice memos. The lies. She and the kids moved in with her sister. I didn't feel good about that part. Not really. The kids didn't do anything wrong. But I wasn't sorry either. He built a house out of matches and danced around it with a torch. And me? I learned my lesson too. I should have cut off Rick at the first sign of trouble. I should have been more careful about how much power I gave one loud voice. I waited too long to push back. But when I finally did, I didn't go low. I went smart. Now, whenever I get a new client, I include a simple clause in the order form. It says we treat everyone with respect and expect the same. That harassment will result in immediate cancellation. I've only had to enforce it once since then. And now I'm the one other shops call when they need help. So yeah, Rick wanted to ruin me. But instead, he lit a fire that burned his whole house down. I didn't start it, but I sure didn't put it out.